And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Calling Now. Call us up, ladies and gentlemen. The number 754-273-8185. Tonight we had to switch the studio up. They're working on the studio, believe it or not. So tonight's calling hour will be held at a remote location. Again, forgive the background. I'm not in my studio tonight, but call us up, ladies and gentlemen. The number 754-273-8185. I hope everybody's good. Good evening. Or if you're on the West Coast, good evening to you too. How's everybody doing? Tonight we are, again, I'm not in the studio, but I didn't want to I wanted to kind of be persistent with the channel. So tonight it's going to kind of be a freestyle, open forum, whatever you want to talk about it. All right. Tell you about my day. Today was a long day. Today I did probably 9 calls, no lie, 9 calls. First job was what was my first one? Man, when you do so many, it's just a blur. Wow, we'll go through it like this. So it's good to keep what are you guys using for your software? This is kind of, I don't know if y'all can see that. Right here. Look at that. It's crazy. Refrigerator repair, first job. It was a Samsung temperature sensor and defrost drain kit. I do a lot of those. I see those all the time. Telltale sign, you get to the unit, the back evap cover is all frosted up. The ice in the little ports under the crispers leaking. In this case, we went ahead and changed the temperature sensor and we put in the defrost drain kit. That's the one that comes with the 2 silver strips that run along the back of the evaporator, the extended drain clip, the defrost drain tubes in the back. All right. After that, it was a washer repair. Call us up, ladies and gentlemen, 754-273-8185. Again, I'm in a remote studio. I'm not at home this evening. They're working on my house, so I had to spend the night at a remote location, all right? This next job was a washer repair. Oh, this one was a direct drive. That's the one that has that's the Whirlpool that has the pump in the front bottom motor. What was happening with this one I'm kind of in the air with because it's mechanical. What's happening is that when it's in spin, it's making a squeaking noise, but not like a bearing squeaking noise, but the frame itself. And these don't have the dampers like the newer ones have. This one has like that the gear case that goes up and all that. But this one has like that triangle and like I said, the pump in the front. So with this one, I don't know. I'm probably gonna return with the gear case and see what's going on. But I don't know. That one's kind of up in the air. All right. Next one was a dryer. Oh, the complaint. Oh, timer. Complaint was, as soon as she plugged it in, it started heating up. It just started heating up and indefinitely. Even if you didn't hit start. But I got psyched out on that job because as soon as I got there, I checked my thermostats and my thermal fuse had blown. So I changed the thermal fuse, and when I changed the thermal fuse, I noticed so I changed the thermal fuse and I plugged it in. And before I can even get up on my knees to walk around and hit the start button, I noticed that the element came right on by itself. So I grounded it to see like if maybe the wire was, the element itself was hitting the frame, but it wasn't. I even took it off and inspected it, nothing. It was that the timer was just sending 240 continuous. So, well, 120 from the timer, the other one from the switch, but the timer was continuously sending voltage down. So we changed the timer and the problem and the thermal fuse problem went away. That was my third job. Fourth job, washer repair, diagnostic fee. Whirlpool Duet, the one on the pedestal, the old school ones that you have to hold the button for 3 seconds, release it for 3 seconds, hold it for that. Those old school Whirlpool Duet. Problem there, bearing. When I got there, the inner tub had been rubbing up against the outer tub, so the outer tub around where the boot or the bellow sits was all ripped up, and you could see like the plastic. And when you shook the inner tub, like you can hear like it rattling, like it's just the bearings. Definitely a no do job. Got rid of it. Diagnostic fee. Call us up, ladies and gentlemen. Number 754-273-8185. Forgive the studio tonight. We remote. We in a different location for the evening. We'll be back to our regular one next week. Let's read some comments. Stay cool with Rob's Appliance Repair. What's up, bro? You always tap in, man. How you doing? What's up? I got my North Carolina refrigeration. All right, let's take a call, see what's going on. Caller, you're live. Calling now. Talk about it.
What's up, bro? How you been, man?
What's good, big brother? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Man, this stay cool, man. I appreciate you talking me out last time, man. I heard that, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Man, you know I'm here to serve the people, man. How's business been? How's Corona been?
Man, it's been good, man. I've been busy now. Yo, I got my configuration license, brother.
Good for you, man. That's good, man. So tell me, the last time we spoke, I remember you were working already doing appliances, right?
Right. I do appliances. Now I'm working on that.
You breaking up. You breaking up, brother. You breaking up. I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Oh, hold on. Let me check you on. How about that? Is that better?
You tapped in. I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I said I'm gonna work on getting my HVAC and heating license now.
Okay. Now so that I'm clear, cause look,
Yeah.
for me, right? I got when like the only license I got is as far as like licensing is my EPA, right? And
Right.
again, so that I'm clear, so and I understand you. That's so that I can handle I could purchase refrigerants. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I could find it. But that's the only license as far as refrigeration wise that I see that I need. So I'm curious,
Right.
which one are you referring to?
Well, see, I'm in North Carolina.
Okay, talk about it.
So in North Carolina,
This one here, brother. I don't know if you can see.
you gotta be licensed to work on commercial units. Well, you gotta have a refrigeration license. Now I can work on commercial AC and the refrigeration. You know, the walk-in coolers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But to work on residential in North Carolina, you gotta have your license.
Really? And how do you go about obtaining it?
What's that?
How do you go about obtaining the license?
Well, you gotta get your books. I'm actually looking into that right now before you called in because I seen your little notification came up while I was looking for some books. But you gotta get some books, man. I'm looking at the books that we gotta get, and it's a lot of them. So I'm still researching it though.
So let me ask you something. It's an enforcement. It's an enforcement a bureau or something that goes around. If you got an appliance truck,
Can find you.
wow.
They'll find me somebody. You know what I mean?
And you can't do in theory until you get that license. You can't do like a compressor swap out.
Right.
Wow.
I can do the refrigeration. I mean, the refrigerators, but right.
Wow.
Right.
Damn, that's a feel.
Man, so now that I'm focused back on working, because I had to study. And I jobs today.
I
So
was just going through
yeah,
months, bro. I had 9, bro. We in peak season though. We in peak season right now.
yeah. Well, I don't do that many though. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to burn myself out because I do both. But I had an ASCO. How you feel about ASCO dishwashers?
They profitable, but it's a small niche. You know, I don't get a lot of hands-on experience with it. I may do one of those every 2, 3 years. I've only done maybe 3 in my life.
I ain't working on them no more.
Man, those high-end dishwashers, man, unless you like dialed in on them and you see them frequently,
Right.
man,
Right.
they can be real headaches, man, because they just come apart completely different than the normal.
I do too much. I got too much skills that I have to deal with that, so I'm not even going there no more.
What was the problem?
Well, it was a F10, I believe.
What is that? What did that error code stand for?
I believe it was not. It was either filling too much, or I can't remember the other one. But every time you turn it on, you know, flip the light switch, the pump motor will start running.
Mmm. It
The
could have been
drain
that
motor. And I
flow.
looked at the flow.
It could have been that
Because
flow
I'm an
switch.
electrical too. And I looked at that little flow, and there was nothing wrong with that.
No, no, no.
There was
But
no water in the base.
yeah, because you know, there's two of them. There's the one inside, and then there's the one under in the pan, that little styrofoam.
Oh, I didn't know about the one inside. Now, where is that one at?
So that I'm clear, there's the regular flow switch that's inside, right? And the purpose of that is
Yeah.
so that it won't overflow. Once that switch opens, you know, that's it. It kills the inlet valve. But
Okay.
under that, there's another. I think this one's called like a flood switch, not floats. And the purpose of this one is if the unit detects water under the base, that little
Right.
styrofoam will raise and it will open that circuit, and that drain pump will start just trying to think like, let me drain the water that's in here to prevent, you know, like further damage.
Right. Right. And
So
I checked that. That's what
which one was the one
it
you
was
had?
straight. What's that?
Which one was the one you had?
I had the one with the flow underneath.
Okay.
Well, not the flow.
Wet?
Nah, it was dry.
And it just continuously was doing that?
Yeah. Yeah. Every time you turn it on.
Man, you didn't
So,
have like a little spare switch in your van?
no, I don't carry switches like that.
Man, that probably was just a switch, bro. I'm sorry, one more time?
To another company.
Deal with it?
Right.
I feel you. They pay you more for that? For dealing with ASCO?
Nah, it's a choice.
Oh, so you gotta call
Right.
them in with the diagnostic and all that, and how much it's gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, and they bare minimum, so it's not worth it.
Do you walk away from a lot of those jobs with those companies?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, if it's a headache or if it's gonna cost too much time and I don't have that much time to deal with it, yeah, I'll leave it to somebody else because there's a lot of people out there that need work, you know. So
And do you
I'll
feel
pass
like
it up, man.
that affects your statistics with the company?
It passes. I mean, but you know, I do it strategically. You know, I'll do it a couple times a month and get my stats back up, and then you know,
I ask you because one of the warranty
it's a balance
companies,
in that.
one of the warranty companies I got, they send you weekly stats, and they'll put like your typical turnaround on the parts, like how long it took you
Right.
to close out the job. It'll put customer score because they'll call the customer for a survey, and
What?
yeah, and then they'll do the recall percentage. You know what I'm saying? And they have like parameters or like a matrix, like a metric system, if you will. They
Right.
like they want you to fall within a specific guideline. But what happens is, like, if you like do perform well, they'll give you like the priority, and then like you'll be like one of the preferred. Like as soon as jobs come in, you'll get like the
Right.
cream of it, and then like those who ain't up as par or they play funny games and all that, they'll get like, you know, until
Yeah.
it just trickles down to the last man on the totem pole.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't do it a lot, but because I got different companies too, though.
Yeah.
I got about five to six maybe different companies I do work for.
Good for yourself?
Yeah. Every customer I leave a card with. So,
Right.
so
Nah, it's good, man, because then they give your card to family members and all that. But what I meant to say is, like, do you like, are you
time? It's a lot. You gotta really put the time. You gotta put the time in.
facts, bro?
That's just not my thing, man.
Yeah.
That website, so I'll probably pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a guest on for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a real science, bro. Like,
Right.
what we read and interpret, like the words like stay cool with it, appliance repair. Well, that's not what like Google reads, which is the bots. They crawl through the websites and they pick up on certain words like meta tags and don't quote me on this. I'm no expert, but basically they read like code. So like when you get these websites done by like these professionals, like on the back end, they'll do coding and stuff so that those spiders or those bots as they call them can pick up on those keywords and give you priority or preferableness, if that's a word, in Google's rankings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm working on mine too, bro, because go ahead.
A lot, man. I'm like, this over my head.
Nah, it's a real thing, man. That's a science. That's a full blast science, man.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, brother, congratulations, man, on your license. Go ahead, bro. Anything.
Hey, y'all need a license to do that out there in Florida?
Bro, nah, man. No, sir. I mean, again, you gotta go to your city hall, you know what I'm saying, and apply for the license. You know what I'm saying? That's like to legitimize yourself in the license aspect of it. And again, consult with your local terrain or district. But after that just gets you the license. But once you have that license, like you can work on anything appliance related. You can't do like sockets because that's electrical. You can't do like sink work and all that. That's like it'll cover you up to so far, which is the appliance. But I say all that to say you're gonna be doing like you only need like I think it's the type 1 or type 3. I have it right here. It's been so long since I studied that nonsense, but you don't need that's it. And once you take that and you pass that and you get that EPA, like you can do sealed system and you in the game.
Man, I'm trying to do all that though, man. The plumbing, a little bit of the plumbing, a little bit electrical, cause I can do that, So yeah, I gotta get my license though, man. And I gotta get myself straight though, so I could be out here really doing it.
You have to, bro.
I'm not trying to be a handyman. I'm not trying to be a hack. I'm not trying to be none of that.
And I appreciate you, man.
I got somebody that called me too off your website and they got the information and
you went on tmmacademics.com. You went to the forum section and in the classifieds. I seen you put that up. But the website's only 1 month old, so it ain't really gained traction like that. But I was like, man, if you needed help, I'm gonna do my best to give you the alley-oop. And I put it up on one of the calling hours or shop talks or whatever. And that's good, man. I hope that the thing goes good with you and the candidate.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. We're gonna check them out. I'll let you know though.
Yeah, call in, tap in how it went. We all curious. We rooting for you. All right, bro. It was good. It was good talking to you, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, bro.
Man, you too, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Likewise, bro. Love, peace, and harmony. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there y'all go. Shout out to the brother, man. That's good, man. He get a tech and may things work out good for him. Again, ladies and gentlemen, call us up. The number is 754. Bear with me. Let me sound in. What the hell is the number here? Oh, I'm gonna read some of these comments, but hold on. Number 754-273-8185. You know what? Let's look at it through here. How's everybody's evening doing? I'm gonna read these comments right now, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Did y'all enjoy that? Okay. All right, there we go. All right, cool. All right, let's read these comments. Okay, starting at the top. Again, stay cool. Thanks for calling. All right, let's say what up to him. Okay, Aaron Valencia, SD Mobile. What's good, Aaron? How you doing, bro? Quick fix. How do you identify the size of the compressor? I don't. I just go to the model tag and I look up, the model number, and I get the part number, and that's the compressor I put in. Um, Thank you for tapping in though. Quick fix. Joshua Talton. Yo, what's good, bro? How are you, my guy? All right. Lemon Man 77. Abel. What's good, brother? Thank you for tapping in. Do you find it irritating when you go on the service calls for warranty companies and the customer tries to hassle you some in somehow paperworking them a new appliance? Your thoughts? Excellent question, man. Absolutely. It's like the minute you walk in, you don't even have a fair shot to fix the appliance. It's like by the time you walk into the door, they're like, "Oh, I want a new one." And you're like, well, what's going on? And they're like, nah, I want a new one, because this one's giving me problems and they already sent the guy out here. And now you got to try to make them a believer. And even if you do the job right, it's like they still call in and they still find a way to complain. And oftentimes they're not even legitimate complaints, but they have that warranty. So they just keep calling in and calling in. But when that happens, I reach out to like my service contract manager and be like, listen, man, that person, they got issues and they just want a new unit, and they typically go away with that. So I hope that answers your call. Thanks for the question, Lemon Man. All right, back 703. Thank you for doing this show. Have enjoyed watching these tech interviews as well. Oh, that's what's up. Back 703. I appreciate you tapping in, man. You give me the motivation to keep on doing it. I hope y'all enjoyed that video I did with Fred's Appliance. Shout out to Fred's Appliance. Dope, cool guys down there. Well, I should say up there because they north. But amazing interview. Go check that out. I didn't know they did so much stuff. Those guys do like marketing and they teach and they run a company. So yeah, I'm glad you like the videos back. Go if you haven't seen it, go check them out. They're pretty cool. All right, charged up services. What's good, brother? Charged up. How you, man? Sounds like CHS. I'm assuming that you mean choice home services with basically choice. If I'm correct, I'm not sure if I got that right, charged up, but what's good, man? Thank you for being here. All right, Tracks Elite Property LLC. What's good, bro? How you? I think Rob may be mistaken about North Carolina regulations when dealing with residential refrigeration. The refrigeration contractor licenses for commercial. That's how I interpret the info. I gotta agree with you, brother Tax. But based on what the brother said, apparently what Stay Cool with Rob said is that apparently that's how it is out there. But it's to my understanding, I can't speak on North Carolina, but it's to my understanding that any contractor work would involve like big books, like multi-volume books, like an encyclopedia worth of stuff. And like, you gotta take a test, submit your fingerprints, and send that. But with that, the refrigeration that they're referring to is like, like AC for your home, installations, like stuff like that, like commercial or residential heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, not appliance repair. But again, I may be wrong, and again, I don't have enough information. But brother Tracks, thanks for the comment, man. All right. Happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day. Yeah, definitely, man. Happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day to everybody. Okay. Stay cool. He wants to do the residential. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Is anything you could learn, definitely learn it, man. It just adds to your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? It adds to your arsenal. All right, there y'all have it, ladies and gentlemen. Call us up. The number is. Bear with me. Let me look for the number. The number is 754-273-8185. Call us up. Talk about whatever you want. Tonight we freestyling. Anything you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Let's get back to my agenda for the day. Kind of show y'all like my jobs and what happened. All right. So again, my last one I was telling y'all was that Whirlpool duet. It was that bearing. We definitely just collected the service fee on that one. All right. Uh, another. Oh, when you do warranty, you get a lot of like bogus calls, like cracked baskets and door handle issues and silly stuff like that. So in this one, I just had to order the member a basket and tighten the door handle. Um, so that was it for that call. That call was pretty and I'm not going back there. I said, oh, the basket is cracked, and then I just wrote down the part number. I ordered it, and I said, okay, it arrived. I ordered it, and I told the customer it's gonna arrive at your house on this day. Just put it in. So that was a in and out call.
Saeed.
Call it, you're live. Call it now. We'll talk about it.
Hey, what's up, B? So I'm a one-man operation, right? And I'm new to the business. I was just curious for like marketing. What do you think I should do to get some calls in?
Well, number one, brother, thank you for calling in, man. May I have the pleasure of knowing who I'm speaking to?
Oh, my name is Saeed.
Nice to meet you, Osai. And where you calling from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts, the Boston area.
Okay, that's what's up. So you a one man show. Okay, how long you been doing appliance repair?
Actually, back in October I started, but I was working full time. I was doing it on the side, but with this COVID stuff, I've been out of work. But I've been so I've just been doing the appliance repair now. But the way it looks, I want to be able to just do this full time by November. I don't want to have to depend on the job by November. So
Nah, that's what's up. What's your background? What's your expertise?
my expertise in regards to like what I was doing before,
Yeah,
or
yeah. Prior to appliance repair, what were you doing?
I was in sales.
Okay, yo, bro, listen, let me tell you something. That's a good background to have, man. I'd love to have that background because you could learn how to use a voltmeter. You could learn how to, read a schematic, but sales is one of those things that you either got it or you don't. So if like that was your background, that's what's up, man. Cause you sell these jobs, you go on site, you're gonna pitch a number to the customer and they have to agree to that in order for you and your family to eat, so it's all about your sales and your delivery. But to answer your question as far as the marketing, what are you trying to accomplish though? Do you want just solely COD? Do you want kind of a mix of COD and warranty? Like what's your end goal?
So I just want to be strictly COD. So I'm signed up with warranty companies, but I don't know where it is with my area. But the work the work they send is inconsistent, and a lot of it is out of my area. But it's not like it's like I know some guys from like other parts of the region where the warranty companies will like flood them and pretty much brown nose them. But in the Boston area, it's not really like that.
How
And
long how long you been in business?
October,
What's that, like 6 months now?
yeah,
7?
it's like 7 months, 8 months. It's not a long time.
Brother, the thing is, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, man. You got to remember something. You the newest guy on campus, and a lot of those warranty companies, they have their preferred vendors, so they give them the flood of the work, the bulk of the work, and then when they get at capacity, it'll trickle down to like the next tier and to the eventually the lowest man on the totem pole. To win in that industry with warranties, it's all about your pricing, your turnaround, and your service. Because as you start like doing things good, it'll bump you up into like eventually that preferred slot. But a city like Boston, it got to be a slew of people doing what you do. So you facing
Yeah.
stiff
So
competition.
yeah, I'd rather just get a COD anyway. One day if send me stuff, I'll do it. But I'd rather just have my own customers. I don't like depending on nobody.
You have a website?
Not yet, not yet.
It's okay. It's okay. You oh no, you need that, bro. You need that. That's print. That's step number one, man. You need a website, man, because how you gonna how can people find you? Like do how
Oh,
can
I'm listed on Google. But I didn't make a website yet.
No, man, you need that, man. You need that. And for real, brother, like websites like um GoDaddy, like not that I'm promoting them because there's other options, Wix and all that, but like they're relatively simple. Like you can pick out a pretty cool template, and the only thing you got to do is type in the words. But why do I say that? Why do I say that's important? Well, because Google will give preference to a company that has a website as opposed to a company that don't. And when you say you're on Google, did you do Google My Business?
Yeah, like if people type in appliance repair, you could find my company in the searches. I got a few calls from that, but I will get a website eventually soon. I will soon, like by the end of the month. So it's not something I'm gonna kick down the road.
You said if I type in appliance repair, I will find you.
If you're in my area and you type in stuff related to appliance repair, my company does pop up on the first page. It's not like the very first thing there, but it'll pop up locally, and people have been calling me off of that.
You verify that though with just your phone, or do you verify that with
My
other?
phone and people are calling me, and I got only 2 reviews on it, but I checked it on my computer, my phone, and the fact that people have called me, I asked them, oh, where did you find me? And they would tell me, oh, I found you from here, like Craigslist, or I saw your sign, or oh, I found you on by Google search, or
No, yeah, brother, definitely get a website, and then once you get the website, are you on Yelp and all that?
no, I'm not on Yelp, just Google.
Nah, look, okay, yeah, nah, it's it's a complicated thing, brother, and I'm not the professional, but I'll give you the best that I can, and then, like I said, I'm gonna bring professionals on to address that. But from what I've gathered is this: the website. Well, you need a website to put that on various platforms, not just Google, like Bing, AOL, Bell South, Yellow Pages, Super Yellow Pages, Yelp. Like you want to put yourself on a lot of platforms to give you that consistency because what that does is that gives you more validity and Google will tend to give you higher position when all your information is consistent upon multiple websites and it's had time in existence in addition to photos, reviews, like it's active, like you're putting posts, your website's changing, you're adding content. Like that's typically like what will give you favor in Google's eyes, especially in a city like Boston. But what I'll say, bro, is definitely hire a professional that dedicates themselves in SEO because that's a monster in itself. And I would be disrespectful to even try to come across like I know all the answers because I don't.
So you're saying I should focus most of my attention to the internet marketing is what you're saying.
To the goal you trying to achieve is 100% exclusive COD. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In addition to a campaign, a Google AdWord campaign, as far as um COD. I don't know if you know, but this is a sponsorship of mine, but they actually work. I use them. AMJ Marketing, they and the appliance repairman, they're like lead generation, which is kind of like COD, but it's like they gave you an alley oop. Like they're the liaison between the customer and you. So they offer jobs like that. You just gotta like pay the service call fee or something. Like they all got their own, rules and regulations.
Okay. I'll take a look into that.
Yeah, it'll make your phone ring for sure, you know. But brother, the best thing I could tell you, man, is definitely download that website. Like I said, I hope you got Google My Business. Definitely go on Yelp, create a Yelp, you know. Go on, like I said, MSN, AOL, like, you know, on all the local directories, go on, you know, and that'll put you in a good place and give your website content and all that. But again, refer to the professionals, bro. And thank you for tapping in,
Okay.
man.
Okay, thank you very much, my man.
Hey, it was nice having you on the channel, man. God bless. Love, peace, and harmony, alright?
Okay.
Alright, bro.
Take care.
You too, man. There y'all have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to that brother, man. I hope things go well for him. Shout out to the Boston area, man. Alright? Let's read some of these comments here. Boom. Alright. Okay. What marketing do you suggest for COD? Okay, I believe that's the gentleman that just called. Osai. What's good, brother Osai? Thank you for calling in, man. Tracks Elite. Okay, they politicking. Okay, Attila Zabo. Love the show. Quick question. GE dishwasher, not draining. There are no obstacles. Clean hose. The pump works when I took it out. Could be a bad seal in the pump. Your thoughts? Again, bro, when I'm confronted with those kind of scenarios, I go back to the fundamentals and let's just think the fundamentals of that, of the mechanics of that. So the dishwasher fills, it goes into drain. You have that principal filter, the one that you unscrew and you pull it out. Did you look at that? Let's say you did. All right, cool. After that, the actual dishwasher pump itself, on vacuum the water out from the disposal side, pull the pump out, inspect the pump, check the impeller, physically put your hand on it, feel it. After a while, time will tell you if the shaft in the impeller is good. After that, put your finger even where the impeller went, check for obstruction there at the sump assembly. If not, put your drain pump back, engage it to drain again. Check for 120. Make sure you're getting 120 down at the drain pump. Now you know your drain pump is working. Cool. Now we're checking the hose itself. Go to the disposal. Disconnect it from the disposal. Put your shop vac on it and suck out all the water. After that, put it to drain again. If it still don't drain, look at your drain hose, the way that is set up by the garbage disposal. Is it just laying there, or does it have like a loop? You gotta look at the way that that's set up as well. And then if that, check your garbage disposal. Do all of those steps, you'll find your answer in one of them. I hope I was able to help, brother. Magic 7 8. What's up, brother B? Where the biz is at? Oh man, peace and harmony, man. Somewhere around here. Tonight we drinking ginger ale. Alright. Uh had early Father's Day to all the dads out there. Yeah, man. Special shout out to all the dads, man. Fatherhood is the best, man. I'm not a political. I mean, I'm into it and all that, but I don't mix that with this. So like, I only keep this channel appliance repair related. So you don't really hear me talk outside of that. But tonight I am just on the topic of fathers, man, and how dope fatherhood is, and how fatherhood changed me, man. Cause you think about your kids, man, and you love them, and you want the best for them, and this industry helps you provide that, man. A quick story, I remember one time I was up in Orlando, and my daughter, they had this store. It was like, when you go to Orlando, it's very Disney oriented, and they had like a wall full of like teddy bears of like Donald Duck and Pocahontas, all the Disney people. And I'm like, damn, what do I do here? So I just had my daughter in my hand, and I was like, get whatever you want. And man, the realest, coolest thing about that was like what this industry was able to do is like no matter what you pick, I was gonna be able to handle that bill. You know what I'm saying? Love, peace, and harmony to the appliance repair industry. Not to brag, but it's simply the truth. This industry has did that for me. You know, you was able to see that smile on your little kid's face and know that, you know, you able to provide, man. That's a dope feeling, and that's what appliance repair has done, man. So, you know, I appreciate appliance repair because it allows fatherhood to be cool, and I hope that y'all, you know, enjoying y'all families out there, and you know, special shout out to all the dads, and even if you don't got kids and you got animals, you know, I'm a dog lover, so shout out to the dog and cat and gerbil or whatever you own fathers that's out there. All right. Paul Zena. Oh, Paul, what's good, man? You always tap in, man. How you doing this evening? Local contractors' newspapers are just as effective as internet advertising, if not more. Hmm. Paul Zena, would you care to call in and elaborate on that? I've never heard of a local contractor's newspaper, and because I want to advertise on it. So please, brother, call us up, ladies and gentlemen. The number is. Bear with me. 754-273-8185. All right, let's read the comments. Charged up services, light up. Man, I can't, man. Not no more, man. We got sponsors now, and you know I gotta clean up the the channel. You know, I'm sorry. All right. So let me keep reading these. Oh, we almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Forgive me again. I'm not in the studio. Next week we'll be back to our normal presentation, but I didn't want to. I wanted to keep, you know, consistent. All right, let's see what we got here. My next job after what was the last one? Okay, yeah. When you do warranty, you get stupid calls like cracked baskets and door handles. Those are in and out calls. After that, it was a recall from somebody else. So I arrived to this was an LG compressor. I got to the refrigerator. It was a French door bottom mount, and somebody has been out there 1 year before and they replaced the compressor. When I got there, the compressor, believe it or not, it had like 0 psi and like 125 like on the high side. So like I didn't deem it to be the compressor at the time, that is. So what I did was when I went to the board, I put the board in test mode to see if the inverter on the board can rev the compressor up to at least 200 volts. And the highest it got was 64 volts. Alright, let's see what this is. Caller, you're live. Caller now. Talk about it. My sister. Hello, young lady. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am off in the corner.
Man,
I wanted to tap in and say hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to a special somebody. This is TMM Academics Alumni Class of 002. This was a hands-on project that I did. This was a 4-day ride-along that I did. My sister from a different Mr. Uppercase G, calling from the Kentucky area. What's good, sis? Talk about it.
Correct. So today was my first warranty, finally.
Talk about it. What happened?
I've been doing. Go ahead.
No, talk about it. What happened?
So it was a range.
A range?
It was a range, an LG range.
Okay.
Customer complaint was that the temperature was not coming up to par. So they particularly were cooking the pizza and it wasn't coming up to temperature.
I love that call. Okay.
The husband adjusted the temperature, and then they continued to use it until it finally just went out. It wouldn't even come on at all. So that was the complaint.
Oh, it was gas or electric?
Electric.
When you say it wouldn't come on at all, the element wouldn't kick on?
It wouldn't come. It was completely off. Nothing would come on.
Define nothing would come on.
No lights, no sound, no beeping, no oven. It's completely dead.
Okay, so what happened? Talk about it.
Yeah. So I went in, and he told me first thing first, You'll go to that fuse. I check the fuse. Might be just a thrown fuse.
Yeah.
So check that. That checked out fine.
Good.
Checked out the outlet.
Good.
Checked out fine. Checked out the cord through the appliance because you said sometimes your cord could be jacked up. So check that.
Cool.
So we got power coming all the way into the machine. So I'm like, okay, good there. Next thing, I had pulled up the schematics. As you told me, I went over my schematic. I followed that wiring diagram. How does that thing get power? And into a thermostat. Tested that thermostat. It's no good. No continuity. Oh well. So I said, okay. So I jumped it. I said, I'm going to jump it because I need to get this thing going. If any codes come from it. So I jumped. I didn't have a paper clip, but I asked the customer. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but she got me a paper clip. Put some electric tape on that bad boy, jumped the wires, and started the customer excited. So I went out to the front, pulled the codes through it.
Sis, your phone. I'm sorry, sis. Your area of reception. And this is a great story. I only heard up to the point that you said you jumped it with the wire, you went to get the thermostat, and what else?
Oh, so I just paper clip and it came on.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went around to the front to retrieve any codes that it may have popped on before it cut off, but it had no codes in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I proceeded back to the back, unplug it. Now I want to check my resistance. First there was another test too for the temperature sensor that you could do from the machine. So I went through that whole thing, and it looked fine. It appeared, but it was acting weird. It was flicking on, flicking off. It just started acting weird. So cleared it, took it out of that, went to the back, unplugged it, and my resistance the old-fashioned way at the temperature sensor. And that thing was not reading correctly at all, period. So that was it. Buttoned her back up, put in the orders. So I had to call this authorization. And that's the question, bro. How long do you wait for authorization with these warranty companies?
Man, thank God the ones I don't. They give me a limit, authorization limit. They're like up to so much. I don't need to call in just to avoid that. But there's some companies, I know selectors like that. You gotta call in and then wait for them, and that's a mission. For all that, I don't really deal with them no more because that's a big headache.
I see, and I guess it was my first call, so she wanted me to call in to get authorization. This is American Home Shield, so for any amount, they wanted me to call in and get authorization to go through the steps. So
damn, even if it's a $10 fuse.
Say it again.
Even if it's a $10 fuse?
Yes, for the first one. I said, that's what they wanted. So that's what I did.
Wow. Okay, yeah, so what ended up becoming of this?
Say it again.
What ended up becoming, like, you got authorization for it?
Yes, I did get authorization. I'm getting the parts myself. I wanted to do a first call complete because I had an idea of what it was, just going through doing the homework of diagnosing it. So I just want to take the parts with me just in case. And getting on that chat that you got. Hint, y'all, get on that chat. It helps you out.
Shout out to my sister. She's part of that peer-to-peer network. How's that peer-to-peer network treating you?
That peer-to-peer network is excellent. I mean, it's just so many different benefits from it. So from calling the actual job, call help before the call, and then also motivation. Like when you're trying to get to a certain place in life, if you surround yourself with people who are sharper than you or trying to get to the same place, it'll keep you sharp. It'll keep you pushing, keep you going towards your goal. And you can't get that in your current environment if you're trying to go to the next level. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna change then? What's the solution here? You gonna change the thermostat and the temperature sensor?
The temperature sensor, correct. And I'm ordering the parts myself because we need to a markup. But because if I wait for them, it's gonna take 2 to 3 weeks. I can't have that. I went out there, I represented myself and my company as well, so I can't have the customer waiting. Their oven gonna be out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's not cool. So we're going to go ahead and order the parts and go and get it done and invoice them.
You said when you jumped that thermostat though, that element kicked on, right?
Yeah, I also did check the elements, the element around the convection fan and also the boiler element.
And
Were good.
They both had continuity. I mean, yeah,
they both
was
had
good.
Continuity.
And
correct. They had continuity and they had their resistance reading. I compared it to the specs that I had on the sheet.
Okay. Okay. Ah, that's a good diagnostic. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The board looked good though.
The board looked good. I tested power to the board. I test power between the boards as well because it had 3 different boards on that thing. And everything else was good.
That's why I love schematics, man, because that bypass all that guessing, man. You just go to that element and trace backwards and see what it goes through. That's what's up. All right, sis. And how's things going? Congratulations. You got your EPA. I'm proud of you.
Because, I wanted to do that field system course with you, so I'm still waiting on that.
Sis, next week we start. We doing our weekly Patreon. 1 week is this, 1 week is that, 1 week is this, 1 week is that. Well, week 4 is seal system. Rick is teaching me.
I'll be there. Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all that. You know what I'm saying? That may take a few months, cause we're gonna go through everything though. When you're done with that, you'll be SEAL Team 6 for real.
I believe it, bro. I trust you. Like I love how thorough you are, and you don't leave nothing on the table. That class is gone. When they come out of that SEAL system class, no question, they'll be ready.
Yeah, sis. Is that the thing is not to rush it. Not to just put out course, man, to teach. Even when the guys came down here for TMM Academics class of 001, shout out to all the guys that was out there. Man, even hands-on for 72 straight hours is even overwhelming. How that's a and you gotta learn the theory to it. You gotta SEAL system is like the final frontier of appliance repair, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But how's your electrical coming? How's your schematic reading and all that?
Oh man, it's getting there, man. I'm feeling confident. Like now I can open up something, even if I never seen it before, because I never seen this range before. Just knowing that I can have that schematic there, and then the parts breakdown, how you showed me to go to the parts breakdown. You never been on the machine. Look at those parts. It shows you everything.
Yeah. So, like it's by, and then just figure it out and try to open it up.
That'll tell you the area that it's by, and then you can track it down like that too. So, that'll save you. But that got me feeling confident.
Yeah, it rules out guesswork. You know what I'm saying? It rules out guesswork. And we're not in the business for that, you know what I'm saying? For guesswork. Because guesswork make you go back and go back and go back. Eventually you'll figure it out, but you done been out there 4 or 5 times. Why not hit a home run in one shot,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that I done a warranty call though, I do like COD, but I'm going to stick with the warranty for just to get through all the learning, because I'm still in the beginning phases, so I don't want to jump the gun on the blueprint. But that's just how it happened in the beginning. I was just getting my CODs.
Man, be careful with CODs just starting. What if this? Let me give you a scenario. What if 1 week you made, I'm just going to throw a ballpark number out there, $1,500. And let's say that one of them was like a $300 compressor swap out, just the labor. And then you paid another $240, $250 for the compressor. Now you up to like 6 and some change, whatever you charge the person. And let's say that you go out there and you don't fix it, and you go out there again and you don't fix it, and now they requesting a refund. You just starting out, so every dollar you get, you throwing it back into your company. You gotta live off of that. It's very challenging. And when you're doing warranties, if you have to refund or come out of pocket for tools up front or parts up front, that'll chew up your budget quick. So warranty ain't a bad way to get your feet wet, but don't live and die by it. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I got things, and that's why I'm still working at 9 to 5. Actually, all the money we made thus far for the business, I haven't touched it for any personal use. It just either say just rotating in the business or just sitting there. So I'm getting, like I said, I'm following the blueprint. I'm following the blueprint you gave me. I ain't gonna give out all the tea. They'll get it when they enroll in your courses.
TMMacademics.com, YouTube's premier, you know what I'm saying? If they support the channel, yeah, go check us out. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, they'll get all the tea in, they'll get all the scoop. But I'm following the blueprint. So, yeah, still 9 to 5, so don't have to worry too much about that part. But yeah, I cut back on the COD. I was just, that's all I was getting. It took them to get back with me to today. So, you know. The CODs came through. I wasn't gonna tell them no, I wasn't gonna do it. I turned down a few of them in the beginning because of the corona. I was scared a little bit, and then I was like, man, I'm not about to turn down this money.
But sis, you could make warranty turn into COD by, like, you know, asking them about their out of warranty appliances, leaving your business cards so that they give it to their friends. Like, you could still market that warranty to work in your favor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I just wanted to tap in with you, bro.
Yeah. I love you, my sister, man. Hopefully this is all said and done, man. We gonna meet up in ASTI.
Oh yeah.
Tell wifey I send my regards, love, peace, and harmony. Everything good with y'all? Everything good?
Yeah.
Corona free?
Oh yeah, she loving it. Yeah, she loving it too. You know, working the phones and everything. She loving that whole experience.
I gotta get you on Shop Talk one of these days, sis.
Let's make it happen. Let's do it probably at the Ashby, you know.
And we are live. There you go. Alright, sis. Well, yo, thanks for tapping in, man. Love, peace, and harmony, alright?
Alright, I love you, bro.
Likewise, boomerang.
Bye.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there y'all have it. We'll get one more call and we'll call it a night. Again, you guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Hope tonight's show was worth some value to you. I'll finish up my day's work today. Alright, so last one I said, it was a refrigerator. It was that board. It didn't send it the proper voltage. It only went up to 64 volts when I had put it in the test switch 1, which, if you don't know, like LG, those linear compressors, if you want to check the voltage going down to them, like maximum, hit the test switch once, and it'll, that inverter will make the compressor, you know, come up to like max RPM. So we replaced the board. That was the thing there. We'll see how that turns out, you know. I'm not saying we'll see. LG, the Lord knows what's coming. Alright. And then my last call of the day, it was a Frigidaire not cooling properly in the fresh food section. So we went out there, we checked the unit. Freezer temperature was 23, and fresh food was like 54. They thought that the freezer was working good because it was 23, but they don't know that it's supposed to be 0 plus or minus 3. And then the fresh food, it was like 54 or 53, I forget, but like, so, you know, it was out of specs. So, you know, we checked the evap fan was blowing. I put my hand up by the damper. It was a side by side. Put my hand up by the damper. I felt airflow. Check the return, because, you know, sometimes down below by the crispers, customers will put food blocking the return duct. That was clear. It wasn't frosted up or nothing. Gaskets was good. Condenser fan was good. But the compressor was super duper high. The high side line was super duper. And then, you know, that's now seal system situation. Tapped into the system. I think right away my low side came down to like negative 12 psi, and then my high side was like, I want to say 120. No, I didn't have a high side because I only tapped into the suction to the service port, so I didn't have a high side. So when I seen it down by negative 20, I said, damn, this could be a leak or a restriction. So I added a little bit of Freon. It shot up, then it went right back into that same negative shot. I added some more, and it kept doing that. I said, yeah, you know, it's dropping back into that, into a vacuum. That means that it's restricted. So we went ahead and replaced the filter dry. It was a restriction in the capillary. We replaced the filter dry. Pressurized, you know, ran nitrogen through the system. Pressurized it, checked for leaks. Replaced filter dry. weighed Freon in and charged an appropriate dollar. And that was my day, ladies and gentlemen. So again, forgive the studio, but I hope tonight's show was of some value to somebody out there. Again, please check us out, tmmacademics.com. If y'all support the channel and y'all support what we're doing, we asking for a low nominal fee. Go out there, show support, join our peer-to-peer group. Tomorrow's refrigerator repair 101. Refrigerator repair 101. Get in there. We in peak season. I hope I see the staff, the guys that's been on there. I want to give a special shout out to all the guys who's enrolled in our weekly workshops. Thank you to you guys for tapping in and showing support to the channel. And I hope that we're living up to your expectation as teachers and providing good information. And tomorrow, please join. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host with the most, Brother B. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. With all that said, love, peace, and harmony. Signing out. Take care.